This poem was written by me, a robot. Do not be afraid. Okay, now you're hearing these words in that funny voice, the voice all humans use for robot voices, the droning nasal monotone. This poem was written by a robot. Please stop doing that. It's really kind of insulting. Robots don't sound like that anymore. And when you're thrashing and foam and flotsam, don't go looking for a hand up or a hand out. It's risk reward, baby. And you were in the throes of climax capitalism. So just lay back on the wet spot and suck it down. Try to escape, duck down an alley, he's there, leaning against a brick wall. Close your eyes, he climbs inside your lids. A laminated all-access backstage pass hanging around his scaly lizard neck. So I roll out of the car, taking tiny little steps like a kid's pull toy, because I don't want to spill now that I'm so close. And I stick the wrong key in the lock, and I scream at the key, and I stick the right one in. Get inside, drop my pants around my ankles, tip myself onto the john, and pee for 3 hours straight. Or maybe I just imagined it. No. It was 3 hours. Straight. You remember what Dr. Smith told you? That you're becoming a touch obsessive. My blood-covered body he'll bear, ruthless defile, devour, and destroy. And a tad morbid, if you take my meaning. You know, the doc thinks all this alliteration is some sort of a Tourette's thing. Did you answer me about the toast? Death must take me as my lifeblood reddens his lair in the fen. No further for me needs food prepared. Simple no thanks would suffice. Have a nice day, sweetie. And take the trash bag to the curb on your way out. The gory sock, the swine-crest boar. I heard that! Part 4, defenestration. Why is there a word for throwing something out a window? And now for throwing something out a door, off a roof, or from a boat, a bicycle, or a balcony. There must be something about the window toss that is peculiar and provocative, like a tap dancer who also knows how to translate ancient Greek. Oh, to be clear, Susanna Moore is not that person. She is instead a writer of some repute. Part 5. I know because I Googled her. If you've wondered why the K sound trembles in silence when followed by N in most common parlance, attend to the story of the boisterous Canuck and what happened to it many years before pork. The Canuck was a beast with the odor of rot that captured its foes and tied them in knots, and then it devoured the humans it mauled from teeth to toenails and knickers and all. It is said the Canuck grew up amid blight where a banjo was played all day long by a knight. And banjos, one hears, have a certain knack for driving some mad and out of their sack. 4th grade fingers press hard on the ballpoint, at first scoring and then excavating, slowly cleaving the thick pad of notebook paper to form a 6-letter, indecipherable code that makes me eager to start each school day. A profusion of angles in this canyon field, sharp corners, and then a grand curving sweep, signaling an end, a graceful punctuation. IWTBAG. Gazing across my canyons, I breathe as deep as the sloping paper walls and find a resting place on the brink of a dream. IWTBAG. I want to be a girl. In the toy pile, I spot a football and a doll. I get it. And I turn to him with a look that says, I get it, but he doesn't get it. His eyebrows jiggle and he tilts the top of his head toward the toys. Go ahead, Dick. Come on, anything. Finally, at the third session, I walk over and I pick up an orange ball. Oh, you like playing ball? His left eyebrow goes flat and his right one is humped as if it's trying to inch over to join the other. Carefully, I put the ball back on the table and sit down again. He doesn't know what he's up against. Doesn't know I sleep soundly every night because of my process. Instead of counting sheep, I take my secret and put it in a watertight, reinforced metal box, fastened with 3 unbreakable, undecodable combo locks. After strapping the metal box to my chest with steel cables, I fly to the East Coast where I board a waiting powerboat equipped with monstrous outboard engines that I pilot deep into the angry ocean away from shipping channels to dock on a small drilling platform. Once on the platform, I put the metal box into a cast iron cylinder, attach it to a drill bit, and force down, down, down through miles of seawater until it bites into the ocean floor and is buried there a mile deep under rock. Then I pull up the drill pipe minus the cylinder and bit and power up the boat to tow the platform to a different site, leaving no trace. This is what I do every night. Total number of counseling sessions, 10. Total number of questions answered, 2. So many wrong decisions. The too short, acid-washed denim skirt. The metallic blouse. The too high heels. The unfortunate, overly curly wig. But it all feels so right, all the way into the May Company, until a snarl of teenagers spots me and comes to a halt. Their arcing, electric, gum-snapping conversation frozen in midair. Hey, hey, you a man or a woman? Then the giggling. In that split second, I know I am fucked. Totally fucked. I spin back towards the entrance as their keening laughter rips. Hey, faggot! Where you going? Now I'm running through the parking lot, carrying my shoes, startling a woman taking her toddler out of a car seat. And once I'm in my car, I burn out of the parking lot, wipers flip to high, until I realize the water's in my eyes and not on the windshield. So I drive slowly on side streets until I can see well enough to find my way home. It is 1 year to the day before I go out again. This time the wig is professionally styled, casual, nothing showy. Tan top, black slacks, black flats. This time it's a smaller store, a shoe store, in a strip mall. And after building up my courage in the car for 2 hours, I walk inside, past a woman seated at a table who's talking to some people, but I'm inside. I'm okay. And turning to look at a display, out of the corner of my eye, I see the woman pointing at me. And the young guy, another employee, nodding at her, walking towards me. Oh God, here it comes again. I whirl to look for the exit, but he's blocking the way. So I speed walk down an aisle. He takes the other aisle and meets me at the end. I open my mouth to apologize, to explain, but he just says, "Sorry, ma'am, you walked by so fast you didn't get your gift flower. Here, it's part of our anniversary celebration." And he hands me an artificial peach-colored rose on a green wire stand. "Have a nice day, ma'am," he adds with a smile. Weak-kneed, I collapse onto the stool and reach out to grab a shoe just to have something to look at. And a woman across from me gives me an odd look, wondering how the plain black loafer in my hand inspired the remarkable expression on my face. That's how he put it, my doctor in Brussels. After the surgery, after I kept complaining about discomfort, Of course! You must understand. You have experienced a major pelvic event. It made me think of the Olympics. Gold medal in the major pelvic event. Standing on the awards platform, bereft, arms outstretched, and then the national anthem cresting, hands over hearts, and high above on the Jumbotron, the replay, showing the decades-long marathon culminating in a dive. Inverted 2.5 somersaults in the pike position into a new life. If you find yourself submerged in a pond under ice, you can survive if you float up and find the thin layer of air trapped between the frozen slab and the water. Part stiff lips, take tiny air sips. Try not to move too much so water won't slosh into your mouth, but move enough so that you can stay afloat and hope for help or wait to drift to an open spot. Soundlessly peering up through frigid white tendrils, opaque mass, nose pressed against the cold place where others are unaware of you, just below the surface. You may die, of course, but you also may find a way to be seen and emerge nearly frozen. If you first hold on long enough, if you only hold on long enough.